Welcome to the Waxing and Waning podcast, episode 2. Let's talk a little bit about developing and leading effective teams. In my current course, doctoral course on organizational leadership, it's focused on organizational behavior. And one of the areas of focus is on how do you develop a team and how do you effectively lead that team. Just a few things before I get into some of the research. We've all been in teams that succeed and teams that fail. Teams that fail, they normally fail because they have unrealistic expectations, and this causes frustration and failure. There's some actually common management mistakes when it comes to working with teams and why they fail, and some of them are poor team staffing, inadequate training, and a lack of trust. So let's go into some of the research that will provide some practical insights into team leadership. Number 1, team leadership that is aimed at building group cohesiveness and limiting conflict tends to enhance team performance. So if we want a team or your team to perform, focus on getting that team to be togetherness, cohesiveness, and limiting conflict and helping the group work through conflict when it arises. The second thing of research is that it's talking about actually how we are either charismatic or not charismatic. But a coaching style of leadership was effective for charismatic leaders when dealing with team members having low self-efficacy. When we talk about self-efficacy, I think about my sociology classes, and basically it's one's confidence in one's ability to do a task. Okay, so when team members have low self-efficacy, more of a coaching style of leadership is effective. A directive style of leadership works best for leaders who lack charisma and have team members with high self-efficacy. So those with high self-efficacy have a strong can-do attitude. You talk to the team about something, they ask some questions maybe, but at the end of the day, those team members with high self-efficacy, they say, yes, we will do it. Let's get started. These are your can-do people with a can-do attitude. The third and final piece of research that I'd like to highlight is that treating members as separate individuals and applying differentiated leadership may result in some loss of group effectiveness. This occurs because there's a divergence in members' self-efficacy, and as this member's self-efficacy lowers, it lowers the group's collective efficacy. And this kind of challenged me a little bit because in all my leadership training and education, I've kind of come up with this philosophy that I should differentiate the professional development that I provide to teachers on individual needs and strengths. This kind of turns it on its head and says you should look at the group's strengths and the group's areas of growth or needed growth and focus on that and develop professional development that meets the group's needs. So those are the 3 pieces of research. Hopefully from something out of that you get an idea, a thought, maybe a question that's going to influence your world of work. The research on team leadership is actually it's very infant stages, and it promises to be a very fruitful area for further research. Anyway, yes to the journey. Have a great day. Bye.